beautiful day, another edition right here at Castle Beach. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching 2025 CAVB on 18-bit volleyball tournament. Brought to you, courtesy of we have about 12 countries in our midst right here in the Spiny Coast of Africa. For amazing players, we have about 25 international referees in our midst. Apparently you might have watched some games played already. At the other end, the female side, Tunisia took a victory lead with 2-1 against Namibia. And of course, we are yet to see another amazing match here. Namibia facing the Iberian side as much. I hope as much everybody getting set for tomorrow. Funny. And of course, we've seen Sierra Leone playing earlier, but yet a bit of medical concern with one of their players. So let's see how that one goes. Welcome all the spectators and of course all big VIPs and of course volleyball loving fans to our able media houses. You're highly welcome. Thanks for being here with us. And remember, it's the only sport that unifies us, bringing love, strengthening the bond of sports within the region. So I want to appreciate organizers and of course our local community down here in the Gambia, making sure this love is spread wide across. And of course, for the first time in history, we have this short event here. And when it comes to volleyball in particular, we have a lot of record that Gambia has breakthrough. And of course, we have our international staff here in the building, Sini and others. I want to recognize the presence of the Nigerian volleyball president, as well their entourage, along the Senegalese and Sierra Leone, Ghana, and the rest of countries. On the female edge, we're seeing KRAFFT getting sets. Sets got courts. The Ivorians are set to facing the Namibian players. Let's see how that outcome is going to be like. Once more, you're highly welcome here at Castle Beach. Referee Korean players there on the central courts, main team to start. Want to appreciate our medic team around, fully prepared. And of course, our security personnel in our midst as well. And we urge everyone, if there's something getting you surprising that you want to know about, you can ask our officials that will help you out. We're seeing the beautiful handshake over there on both teams on Central Court, Ivorian, Namibia. Central Court built team, the game to kickstart. Apparently on court number 2, it seems Namibia is to face KRAFFT, whilst the Ivorian take a start south. That was a smooth placement on the Namibian set. Central court, male team, and this is their first set. We saw the outstanding performance of that player yesterday. Second referee decision. And there's a point for Namibia over there. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope to see more gravity here today. Of course, volleyball to another level. point for Namibia. It's their first set. They're taking the lead. 4 points. That was a crucial one. Points being awarded to the Ivorian players. We're seeing the Namibian coach complaining. Alright, Ivorian player Manny the one Jazzy taking that tap for us, takes it out nicely and there's a point. On the female edge, yet to see the Namibian team battling with the Cavarian on coach number 2. Senska coach, be watching Namibian male team against the Ivorian side. Namibia mounting the one Jazzy to do that tap for us. Unfortunately, he couldn't go across as a point. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget this is your first set. Namibia. Points. Barbie Coast seeing the Namibian player manning the 2 Jazzy facing the first referee. Just for clarification there. Alright, referee made the final decision as a point for the Ivorian side. Yes. Namibia. Namibia on the first set, taking the lead with 9 points to serve. And of course, Ivorian parts for to receive. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the 2025 CAVB Under 18 Beach Volleyball Youth Development Cup live and direct here in the Gambia, across the smiling coast of Africa. First time in the history hosting 12 countries with about 25 international referees in our midst. This is a historic moment. Central Courts male team, you're watching Namibia playing against the Ivorian side. And of course, on your first set, so on, Namibia taking the lead. On center court number 2, the female edge, hopefully to see the Namibian female team playing with the Cavarian part. Namibia. Defensive too weak. When the reception is not receptioning, that's it. Absolutely proud of these two young lads. Their spirit is just amazing. Poor defense and a point for Namibia. It's kind of a little easy right take point. I'm seeing the Namibian end. Hopefully seeing them how they'll be battling alongside the Nigerian stars or the Gambian players on this competition so far. Ball in play, Namibia. Yes. There's a point about because on the first set, sets are called Milton. Namibia still leading with 16 points to serve. Of course, 7 to receive. The Ivory Coast player, let's see, unfortunately couldn't bring that one back. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the 2025 CAVB Under 18 Beach Volleyball Youth Development Cup, brought to you in the Gambia, first time ever in history, getting 12 countries together with about 25 international referees. It's a historic moment, and proudly want to say a very big congratulations, of course, to the Federation for showing an incredible moment. And of course, courtesy of FIBB, all officials in our midst, recognize your presence here, and thanks. Namibia, longer cross, beautiful pickup. Let's see the defense. Nice push back. Beautiful throw across. Oh, it's a cotton trap. First referee caught that one on spot. And there's a point for the Ivorian end. Court number 2 still in preparations. Ladies, get ready. We send the coach there for Abbey Coast. All watch, seeing his players play best.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a special day for our commentator, Kekus. Today is his birthday. Please, can you join me to give a special clap to Mr. Kekus and wishing him happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kekus. Today is your day. You're supposed to be happy and enjoy your day. And happy birthday to you. Thank you.
Merci beaucoup, mon ami. And of course, that's my boss. Don't you really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, on this very day, I was fortunate to have been here for a good purpose. And I want to say, alhamdulillah, it falls on a blessed day as much, you know. You, man, Mubarak. It's a break. We're seeing there Namibia still back there with these young lads. But, man, I won't tell the fact lie. On beach volleyball, seeing these young guys pushing like this, it's just amazing. And of course, on the female side, Namibia gets to get on their feet to battle with KVB. On court number 2, let's see how that's going to be. And of course, we want to recognize and I appreciate our security personnel with us on the beach. Thanks for being here with us. Really appreciate your presence. Yes, of course, I know you're there. We want to recognize the head of our delegations from all across other countries here with us. We appreciate your presence, and you being here means a lot. Setting this. Ladies and gentlemen, in our midst, just to let you all know that we have Mr. Frederick Dolo, the CAVB Vice President in our midst, and of course, Mr. Toma, the FIVB, one of the great personnel in the history of volleyball as much, in our presence here. And then we have Mr. Musa Duro, the CAVB Volleyball Commission President. We have Mr. Martins, FIVB referees, course director in our midst as well. And of course to all, the committee members, recognize your presence and thanks for being here with us. As much thanks, and we really appreciate for choosing the Gambia that has been doing so much when we talk about volleyball, continental level, and of course beyond it. We really appreciate you all giving us this once a lifetime, and we're looking forward to seeing much more that the Gambia can afford to accommodate you all in the umbrella of volleyball. Merci beaucoup. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick one. Committee, all the committee members, just for a short pictures, have been asked by the president to just make that announcement for our official footage to be taken. So please kindly take a step forward. Control committee, please, ladies and gents, make your way. Center court, male team, Namibia, battling with the Ivorian Stars. Second set in play. The first set being swapped away by the Namibian Stars. And of course, Namibia took the lead. And the second set, let's see the fate of this Ivorian lad, what they can do for us. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the 2025 CAVB on our 18 beach volleyball tournament right here in the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa. And of course, for the first time in history, the Gambia in possession in hosting 12 countries with about 25 international referees. That's amazing. Control teams, please take a photo. They are asking for an official footage to be taken there, so please, they are waiting on you guys. Court number 2 yet to see the female sets to kickstart. We're seeing the Namibian players along KRAFFT, whilst the Central Courts male team, and of course, Ivorian Stars battling with the Namibian players. Beautiful placements there. Twisting one, and there's a point for Ivory Coast. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is not going to be any easier as we're looking forward who are going to be crowned down here. Namibia, beautiful spike, nice pickup with the Ivory Coast player, but unfortunately, there's a point for Namibian Stars. From the Namibian starman, to all players, please, we urge. Volleyball is a unifying game that unites us with bond and love. We really want to encourage players as we interchange courts. Please keep the shake hands. Namibia. That would have been a smart placement, but unfortunately they couldn't get it through, giving the Namibian Stars a point. On the second set, Namibia still leading with about 10 points. Ivory Coast 3. This is their second set. On the first set, Namibia took the lead. Change of court. Of course, finally we see the Namibian female team in readiness, and of course alongside the KRAFFT Stars. Let's see. Yesterday we saw a lot of energy. If they're still going to maintain that today. Sound the first referee. Yes, confusing decision, so that will be kept first half. Judgmental feeling given out there. Seeing the Namibian start man in 2000 frustratingly trying to have a conversation with the first referee because someone stands there. spike. And there's a point for the Namibians. Sadly, honestly, teams they are taking an easy win edge over the Ivorian Stars. Namibia, yes, secured another point. Ladies and gentlemen, that their second set. The first set, Namibia took the lead. And of course, on the second set, they're leading with the 14 points. That's a great edge. Second referee. That was a cut on camera. We don't need a VR to justify that one. Ladies and gentlemen, the second court, all in readiness. Seen the Namibian Stars, the female set, battling with the Kivadian players. And don't forget, in our midst, we have the CAVB Vice President, and of course, FIVB. We have, of course, the CAVB Beach Director in our midst. Of course, the President, referees. You're highly welcome, and thanks for choosing the Gambia, the Smiling Coast. On the female edge, court number 2, Kevad to do the first half. And the player in the 2 jersey for Kevad to take that serve. Kevad battling with Namibia on the female edge, court number 2. Their kicks off the start of the match. Our first referee, a female, being assisted. A second referee, the first point for Namibia on the female set. This is their first set. So on, Namibia doing their second game for today. I hope the weather favors them as much, because yesterday was a bit hot. But today, the atmospheric view looks favorable on both edge. Namibia. Kevad. What a smash. A lead good throw, and there's a point for Namibian Stars. It's a great defensive, but it's a point for Team Kevad. Senska called male team. Namibia on the second set, taking the lead points there with 16 points. Ivory Coast 5. It's a point for Namibia again. It seems it's going to be a tremendous win, favoring the Namibia edge. That was a beautiful correction. Extra referees there. Not underestimating the protocol of volleyball, as it is an international level here. Kevad. On the female edge, Namibian team pushing. Beautiful handshake between the players. Namibia. A beautiful spike. But the man in the 2 jersey from Namibia is getting aggressive. Ruling it easy, as the score is not favoring the Ivorian Stars. Poor reception. Second set, Ivorian team leading with 19 points. Of course, Ivory Coast 6th. Namibia. What a great spike. Well defense, ball in play. Namibia. Nice defense. Too slow to be sure. Kevad, lady in the two jersey doing that top. She couldn't get it across through. What a great placement, ladies and gentlemen. The male set, there comes the end. Namibia taking a 2 sets get. Second set, they got 21 points, leaving the Ivorian edge with 8 points. Taking a 2-win get against the opponents there. On court number 2, you see in the female side, Namibia, Kevad. They're getting it already up. Tracing. Namibia. And there's a point for Kebadian end. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your first set between Namibia and Kevad. Court number 2, female edge.